All right, everyone, this is John Blanca with the Dads After Dark show. We are doing a first look of Gloomhaven by Twin Sails. Twin Sails is a publisher that provided us this code, so we thank them for that. They have done other board games. Gloomhaven is a board game, if you're not aware. They've done Carcassonne, they've done Catan. But I'm going to review Gloomhaven. Why? Because I've never played Gloomhaven. So I am coming into this without knowing the game and feel like it'll give a good review of, does the game explain things? There is some DLC available with Gloomhaven. By the way, it comes out today as I'm recording this, September 18th. There are multiple digital editions, so purchase what you're looking for. All right, so we're coming in here blind, and I feel a little bit blind. Okay, so we have Guildmaster, a new digital-only mode designed for players to master Gloomhaven's rules and mercenaries with over 100 new missions. Ooh. Campaign, play the original board game's campaign and face the horrors beyond the walls of Gloomhaven in a 95 quest campaign. Plus any luck. They're really accentuating these campaigns. I'm interested. All right, tutorial. I guess that's what we'll do today. New to Gloomhaven, play the tutorial to familiar yourselves with the basic mechanics of the game. So really interesting that they have this tutorial mode available, but I guess if you play the game, they might not bother you. We'll see if we have time to take a look at that. But let's get right into the tutorial. Taking the first steps in the boots of a mercenary is never easy. Start the tutorial to learn the very basics of Gloomhaven mechanics. You know how to get about. That's good. Now it's time to learn the important strings. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be... Whoa, 11 tutorials. Okay, well, I mean, they're going to explain it. Let's start with the basics and see where we're at. I won't leave this first look without playing the game as well, so don't worry. If you know how to play Gloomhaven and really don't care about this, you might push towards the end of this video, but I really wanted to get a bird's eye view of what it's like for a player like me who's never played this before to see how it is. Welcome, Guildmaster. I'm the Guild Trainer, and I'm here to guide you through setting up your own mercenary guild. Let's start with you guiding the Brute through this first tutorial. Alright, so there's a lot on the screen. Hexagons. Control a party of mercenaries. Okay. We have a deck of ability cards. We're going to fight enemies, just like we like to do. First thing to do is select 2 cards for each mercenary to use in their turn. Alright. Brute has just 2 cards at his disposal. Alright, so we have Trample. So let's get a feel for these cards. We have an Attack, which is 3. Pierce, which is 2. We have these... It looks like a boot too, so maybe that's like move. The other one I'm not sure too. 72 in the middle. Oh wait, no, move is 4. Jump, attack is 2. Okay, so that's what that is. But wait, this is 3 on the top. All right. Target all enemies, move through. Okay, there's a 2 and a 1. A lot of stuff going on here. If you know how to play, you're probably laughing at me. Grab and go. Loot 1, move 4. Interesting that the cards have multiple sides to them. Alright, so we're going to choose these 2 cards. See how the question next to the Brute's portrait at the top of the screen has changed into a number? Okay, I didn't notice that. I guess that's up right at the middle top. This shows his initiative, so 72. That should be like the order that you're moving, right? I've played Baldur's Gate 3. I'm understanding a little. Number next to the first card you select determines the character initiative for the round. The lower the number, the earlier in the round will act. Oh, you want the number to be lower. Okay. Oh, okay, so that card was a 72. So, yeah, I guess picking that would be ideal. All right. Now we're going to do grab and go. They said to pick 2. All right. Hold to end selection. Okay, so I have 2 cards. Oh. Now it is the Brute's turn. Time to choose some actions. Each half of a card represents an action. Okay, so there are 2 halves of a card. I'm not crazy. Each half of a card represents an action comprised of one or more abilities. You get to use 2 actions per turn, and you can pick any of the 4 card halves on the left to use as your first action. Okay. But note that you must then use the opposite side of the other card for your second. Okay, wait. So if I pick the top part of one card, I have to use the opposite side of the other card. Interesting. For example, here you can choose either the top half of Trample and the bottom half of Go. Okay, we figured that out. There's nothing for the brute to do in this room, so you'll want to proceed through the door to see what lies beyond with a move ability. Grab and Go's bottom half lets the brute move. Okay, so we want to move. So I can move 4 with either card. There's also jump on Trample, which is enough to get through the door. So, okay, so we see the gimmick here. And I don't say gimmick in a bad way. Here's the crux of it, right? You pick 2 cards, and you can pick top half, bottom half of each of them. So really, in this case, there's two potential things I can do, although there's 4 different orders I can do them in. Grabbing Go's bottom half lets the brute move 4 hexes, which is enough to get through the door. Let's use that. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to pick the move 4. All right. Okay, so I'm moving with the analog stick. I can't use the D-pad, so I have to use the analog stick, so in case you were wondering. Okay, we're going to go through this door. This is 1, 2, 3 steps. Let's see what happens when we get there. All right, we'll hold to open the door. Okay, so I still have 1 more move I can do. Let's see what it wants me to do. My first enemy is a bandit guard. Let's find out what this bandit is planning to do this round by selecting it in the top panel. Okay, so I guess it's going to tell us. Okay, so there's the bandit guard. You can see he's on the top of the screen. He's got the 70. So he's going to move 1, attack 3. Let's see what that means. Select the bandit's portrait. Yeah, I did that. While it's hovered, you can see the bandit's intentions. Okay. All right. Select the highlighted hex next to the bandit. Okay, hang on here. You made me do this, but I can't see the screen. Okay, you can rotate the screen. Okay, I'm moving back onto my guy. Can't. Alright, I'm just gonna press A. I'm not sure if the tutorial's glitched out a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think I pressed Y. Alright, we're gonna get next to the bandit. Gotta hold to confirm. Now that you finish using Grab and Go for the turn, it is discarded and no longer usable until you return it to hand. Be arresting. More on that later. For now, time to attack. Okay. So Grab and Go's done. The only thing we can do is the top half of Trample. All right. Select the top half of Trample. That's going to attack 3 and Pierce or Pierce. That's my question. Attack 3. He's only got 3 energy. Alright, you gotta press and hold to confirm your moves. So get used to holding A. Whenever you attack, an attack modifier is drawn from your character's modifier deck and the value is applied to your attack. You can see above the bandit guard that a +0 modifier was drawn, so your attack still just deals its base value of 3 damage. Okay. Character's modifier deck. Right. You'll have only 0 modifiers in effect, keeping simple. Okay, there we go. It said it was going to attack by 3, it attacked by 3. There's no percentages here. Press end turn to continue. Just A, okay. Interesting that I'm the brute. Victory. I am the greatest Gloomhaven player of all time. Okay, so the second tutorial is named after the card I just used, interestingly enough. You know how to get about, that's good. Now it's time to learn the important things like killing and looting your enemies. I mean, I feel like I kind of just did that, but I didn't loot. Got some tips on the bottom while we wait for a nice long Nintendo Switch load screen. It's not a Nintendo Switch game without loading. Ain't that right? Welcome to your first training mission. All right. Okay. You've learned the basics, but now you must help the gravely wounded brute deal with a bandit archer elite. I call him the Bay. Stronger enemy with greater stats than normal. Okay, so he's right in on me. I have 1 health. He's got 6. With only a single hit point remaining, any amount of damage getting through will cause the brute to become exhausted. So I don't die. As such, you will have to avoid any incoming damage by burning cards. Loot the archer's gold. Kill the archer in a single attack. Okay. Use A to select 2 ability cards for each mercenary. Is there something that they want me to do? Well, attacking for 6 would be cool. And that one. End selection, hold A. Alright. Okay, well, he got me. Burn a card to avoid the damage. Burn available card. So I'm going to press B, and I'm going to burn Shield Bash. And I'm going to press A. So I avoided the damage by burning the card. All right, now I assume I want to attack for 6. And I'm going to confirm. I find myself instinctively using the D-pad for like selections, but you have to use the analog stick for the hex stuff. Bosh! Overwhelming Assault is a powerful card, but such power comes at a cost. Top half of the flaming card icon in the corner cause the card to be burned once used. Oh, okay. You can't use it again in this scenario. Some enemies drop gold after being killed. Generally, to grab it, you need to finish your turn standing on a hex with a pile of gold. Okay. So I want to finish by standing. Okay, I can move. I assume I can move 4 or less. There's a treasure chest. So I'm going to pick that. I'll go there. So my question now is when I burn... choose to deal damage, burn 1 available card. Okay, so I'm taking damage. Oh, there's traps. So I'm going to press B, and then I'm going to burn my spare dagger. Burn the spare dagger. And now I'm going to pick up the chest. Skip movement. End turn. Alright. Boots of Striding. During your movement, add +2 move to a single movement. Is that every time? Cost 20. And +2 to a single movement. I imagine this boots just gives me more movement speed. Yeah, so sometimes you have to hold down A, usually for confirmation, and sometimes you don't. I don't have that in my muscle memory yet. Mercenaries that leave gold behind don't tend to be particularly successful. Remember to end the turn on gold when you have it. Okay, so I already know that. Round 2. Defeat? What happened? Alright, we're doing this again? Okay. Did I just not burn the right cards? Okay. So I'm going to choose... And it said Overwhelming Assault has a problem. I didn't take that as that was not the right card to use. I took damage and then I burned a card, so I'm going to just do this again. Hold to end selection. He's going to hit me. Alright, I'm going to burn an available card. Burn spare dagger. Okay, so I didn't take damage. Now I'm going to play Overwhelming Assault. Oh, no, right there. Okay. Oh, we gotta hold. So it says, top half with the flaming card icon in the corner causes the card to be burned once you... Okay, so that... There's nothing negative to it. It just means I can't use it either for the rest of this dungeon or... A move X ability allows characters to move up to X haste. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to end on... Okay, so there's the gold. I think that's where they want me to go. Press skip movement to finish your turn. End Brute's turn. Good job. As you can see, you can use only part of your action and skip the remaining parts. Okay, so before I went to the chest and I opened it, but I don't know why it said defeat. With no enemies left and your objectives complete, the scenario normally would have ended already, leaving that chest behind. However, for the sake of training, I'm going to set you on another objective. So they said defeat because I didn't go to the gold like they told me to. Okay. I'm going to set you another objective. So before you run along, you might want to heal up a bit. I'd suggest taking a long rest, which will let you... Hey! Long rests are in Baldur's Gate 3. Which will let you heal 2. I'm getting much better at D&D now. Which will let you heal 2 and recover enough discarded cards, allowing you to withstand the 2 damage from the trap. Okay, so the trap is 2 damage. Okay, good to know. So Shield Bash, is this... What does that have to do with the long rest, though? I don't know. Burn 1 discarded card to recover all other discarded cards. Heal 2 self. Refresh on all your spent. Okay. I'm going to just trust you on this. End selection. So, did that work? Oh, select a discarded card to burn. Okay, perform a long rest. Can we just, like, do it? Let's just do it. Discarded, provoking roar. There you go. Okay, I've healed, so I have 3 health. Now I need to move to here. Well, I'm going to end my turn. And now I am going to play. Move onto the trap and take the damage. Why can't I just move right to the chest? I'm going to pick my 2 cards. I'm going to end my selection. I think... Why do I want to move under the trap? I want to move over here. Move onto the trap and take the damage. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to move to the chest. Okay, there you go. Skip movement. An attack ability allows a character to... yeah, I don't need to do that. I'm going to pick that card. I'm going to skip the attack, but I'm already here, so the chest should open. All right. Boots of Strutting. I guess it doesn't matter. It's a tutorial. The tutorials are really trying, but they don't always force you into what they want you to do, and you'll be defeated if you don't. So you do have to follow the directions. Those boots of striding will come in handy next time you need a little extra mobility. Right, on to the next part of your training. All right. So we'll do one more tutorial here. Light on your feet. Combine the skills you've learned to take down the bandit archer. You need some extra help to get you across those nasty traps. It's making me wonder, right, with the campaign and like 90-something quests. Pretty neat to have quests in a board game.
So, You've learned about the
John
basic
wonders aloud.
attack and move abilities.
So you've learned
This
about
time
the
we'll only
basic
use some
attack and
abilities
move
with
abilities.
additional effects.
But this time we're going to use some abilities with additional effects.
A
move action with a jump effect will help you here. Jump is in Baldur's Gate 3, everybody. Jump allows you to cross tiles containing obstacles or enemies and even move over traps without triggering them. Okay, sounds handy. Boots of Striding you picked up last time can be used to increase a move ability by 2 hexes. Is it a move ability or all? That'll enable you to get up close and personal this turn. You don't have the damage to take her out in one go, but if you act fast, you could apply the disarm condition to her before she can attack.
Your objectives for this
Objective for the first rounds are:
use
a jump movement to get across the traps unscathed. Disarm the archer before she attacks. Okay. Okay, so I have a disarm. I have a 4, and I have the Boots of Striding, so I'm going to go with Grab and Go, and that's on the bottom, and Disarm. Doesn't want me to. Wants me to do this one. Okay. That's move 3. Should still be good. I have the boots. Okay, Bandit Archer is doing move and attack 3. Let's see what happens here. Alright. I'm gonna move. First I want to jump. Jump over the traps. Alright. Can I go here? Use boots. Okay. Alright, I just used the boots. So now I can get here. I'm not quite sure how that worked. I think I pressed ZR though. I want to confirm my movement. Will it jump? Okay. It automatically jumped, I guess. Alright, now I want to disarm. And I'm going to disarm you. Is that doing disarm or is that doing attack? That's Bandit Archer. Maybe it does both. A disarming attack? End Brood's turn. But did you disarm? Bandit's Archer's turn.
You did it.
You did it. Not only did you get a decent hit in with Provoking Roar, but thanks to the disarm condition you applied, the archer couldn't attack. I wasn't sure how that was displayed, but I was kind of looking at the bow there, and she's still holding it. She's low in health now, so you should be able to finish her off. Your objectives this turn are kill the archer, jump over the traps, and loot the chest. Okay, I see the chest over there. Now, remember that short rest allowed... That is also in Baldur's Gate 3, everybody. Remember that short rest allowed to recover discarded cards to immediately use in this very turn. Interesting. Long resting, however, takes up the whole turn and is used instead of selecting 2 ability cards. And is used instead of selecting 2 ability cards, giving the character an initiative of 99. In other words, not going to help you win this round. So what does long resting do? Short resting doesn't take up the whole turn. It allows you to recover discarded cards. Long resting gives you health, but takes up your turn. It heals, refresh all of your spent item cards. Short rests, burn 1 discarded card at random to recover all other discarded cards. You may re-roll the random card to burn once at the cost. Okay, so we're going to do a short rest. All right. Overwhelming assault. I think we're fine. So I could re-roll and try to burn a different card. I'm going to burn that one because I think that one's fine to burn. I don't really know my cards all too well. I do want to jump, so I want the Leaping Cleave. And I want to attack, so I want this one. Okay, so first, I'm going to attack for 2. That should take the archer out. And now I'm going to move and jump to the chest. Confirm my movement. Look at me go. I am a Gloomhaven professional. During your turn, perform a heal 3 self-action. Minor healing potion. So that's an item. Not a card?
Arrest, stab, and a jump right onto the chest. Nicely done.
Done. The potion will
That
surely
potion
be used. Okay. So that's a potion. Alright. So there's more to the cards. There's also the items. I'm not going to do the 4th tutorial, but we can see it's all about knowing where you stand and finding the best spot in the dungeon. Don't get close. We have get acquainted with attack modifiers, how they work, and how they will affect each and every one of your attacks. The brute is in a struggle against the living bones. Use everything you've got to make sure they stay dead for good. Scoundrel has 2 daggers and a lot of golden loot. Okay, so these are all situations. Spellweavers are a powerful race, but vulnerable in close combat. Learn how to use the elements to your advantage. Why do all the fighting when you summon someone or something to do it for you? Interesting. Okay. I don't want to go through all the tutorials because I do want to give you a look at what the game is. I will be a little unprepared for it. But let me kick off the campaign here and see what we got. So we're going to pick a new game. Enter a guild name. It is, of course, going to be Dad's After Dark. We want to see... Oh, we can do 4 characters. D-A-R. We'll just do... we'll do that. Dad's After Dark. Okay. Difficulty settings can be changed during the game. Alright, we are going to go with... Heroes start each scenario with 3 blesses in their deck. Heroes have 50% more health. I have become a gamer lately that for complicated games like this, I will play in easy mode because it helps me to learn the game. But I'll pick easy here because friendly seems like it's kind of game breaking. Ability enhancements. Permanent enhancements will affect all current and future mercenaries of the same class. Okay, I don't think that really matters. I don't know enough to determine. House rules. So that's cool. You can change some of the house rules. ×2 and ×0 attack modifiers recommended. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time with these. Just keep them on where they are. Okay, there's 2 DLCs. Cannot be enabled during the game. However, these can be enabled later. I'm not sure I have these, though. Maybe I do have them. Maybe it's charging my credit card. No, it's possible I have the DLC for this in this copy. I'm really curious to see if there's any visual differences. Am I like...
Welcome to the harsh lands of Gloomhaven, recruit. You think you have what it takes to become a mercenary out there on the edge of the world? We are paid to venture into the darkest forests of the region and to step into ancient crypts with the unmistakable stench of death and rotting flesh. Lovely places to earn a name for yourself. Be ready to face cutthroats, undead, fearsome tribes, and dreadful demons from other realms. You didn't find yourself as a mercenary without knowing how to crack a few skulls, did you?
before going into the harrowing wilderness surrounding Gloomhaven. Look at that map. You'll need at least 2 mercenaries in your party, brave or greedy enough to seek out adventure in exchange for gold. On the left, you'll find the party panel. Here you'll see the basic information of the mercenaries in your party. Okay, so use L to access the party panel. I'm going to need a new mercenary. Ooh. Next, you'll choose one of the starting character classes. Each one has unique abilities and art styles. Okay. So there's the brute. That's what I was doing in the tutorials. Oh, again, I can't use the D-pad here. I have to use the analog stick. I would just stick with the analog stick for everything in this game. Don't be like me and go between them. So we'll just go by look here. We got a Mine Thief, a Red Guard. Oh, he's cool. Void Warden. So you can see they have different health. They have different ability cards. Difficulty, medium. What does that mean? Does that mean using them? Makes sense that the brute would be easier to use. Their roll, melee damage. Alright, so I'm going to go with the Scoundrel because I haven't used a Scoundrel. They have a little bit less health. So I'm going to select and hold, pick that. Cool. I'm going to name this one John. That's me. Personal quest is the mercenary's sole reason for adventuring. Personal quests are also in Baldur's Gate 3. Once the objective is complete, the merc will retire. When mercenaries retire, they will no longer be a playable character. Oh, that's interesting. Wait. So not if I die, but if I finish my personal quest. Though farewells can often be better, sometimes things have to move on to give way to new horizons. Completing personal quests and retiring mercenaries is the primary route to unlocking new character classes. Okay, cool. Choose a personal quest. Okay, so you get to pick your personal quest. I'm using the right stick to scroll. I don't much care here. The objective is to become exhausted 12 times. Well, that's a weird personal quest. I feel like I can do more in my life. Earn 15 perk points from completed battle goals. That just seems more like a quest. So I'm just going to go with that one. John has joined the party. Alright, I got to pick another person. You need a minimum of 2. Okay. We need a Drew. So we're going to pick a Drew. And who feels like a Drew? Well, there we go. That is definitely you, Drew. A medium difficulty character. Okay. And your personal quest, Drew, is complete 3 hits or have 200 gold in your possession. You're a stock guy. You're a gambler. I feel like gold is your personal quest. Yes, perfect. Just in time for Halloween, too. So I like this cool map. Before heading out on your first quest, you should gear up. After all, this is the first time out in the open. You'll notice each mercenary has a modest stash of gold. Take that money over to the shop and spend on anything that might help you from dying. So you just go to the shop right away. So let's see. Am I somewhere? Is this me? Okay, so Black Barrow, embark on your first quest. But that's not the shop, is it? ZL, inspect the town options. Oh. Remember, each mercenary has its own stash of gold and personal inventory, so make sure you select the right mercenary's portrait before you purchase an item. Eagle Eye Goggles. During your attack, gain advantage on attack. Okay, I'm not going to go too crazy over what I'm buying here. When ready, return to the world map. Okay. Okay, I'm going to buy... Let's buy some chain armor. I have 30 gold. I'm going to go for... chain armor. It's a very John thing to do. Go with the basic concepts. Hold on. I want to buy stuff with Drew. I want to buy stuff with Drew. Okay, L. L. Okay. It's not known for its well-mannered folks. If you find a quest that looks too hard or you've repeatedly failed to complete, the Temple of the Great... Okay. First quest location is marked just north of Gloomhaven. You'll see it flagged with a quest icon. As you progress, more quest locations will appear across the map. To keep track of them, you can use the quest log. Okay? You can embark with up to 4 mercenaries, but the more mercs you bring, the more dangerous the quest will be. Ah! There's the rub. The more you have, the harder the quest is. Kind of like Monster Hunter. You won't be able to change the members of your party until you return to Gloomhaven. Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh, if I just press L, it switches. Okay. Alright, Drew, you are going to get the goggles. Okay, so here's some other... Mercenaries will be blessed every time they give a donation of... Right, we don't care about this stuff, though. I'm going through the options on the bottom with ZL and ZR, in case you're wondering. Okay, so it looks like I'm equipped with those items I just bought. Alright, here's the map. We're starting at Gloomhaven. And we're going to Black Barrow. Embark on your first quest. Corpsewood Core Quest. Okay, we're going to click there. Now might be a good time to go through the Merc's ability cards and inventory to make sure they are battle ready in the quest strips and you can see the enemies you'll face. Inspect their stats by pushing L. Okay, so these are the enemies I'm going to face. The Bandit Archer, the Bandit Guard, Living Bones. 2 of those we've already done in the tutorial, basically. If I press in... Did they say press the L stick? Well, it's doing it anyway. Alright. We're going to travel.
Everyone
little story
needs to
here. Look at that.
Whatever your reason for coming to Gloomhaven, out here on the edge of the world, that simple fact is never going to change. A mercenary can't fight on an empty stomach. So when Jexera, a Valrath woman wearing a red cloak and enough gold jewelry to keep you fed for a decade, approaches you in the Sleeping Lion and offers to pay you 10 gold coins to track down a thief and retrieve some stolen goods, well...
Interesting, this is based on a board game. This is very much a video game, but I mean, like, questing and doing things like that is usually stuff in video games. So kind of cool that you do that on a board game. I'd actually be curious to see what the board game looks like. Is it one of those big setup board games? If I was going to really get into board gaming, I would pick one game like this and just play it all the time. It seems like this is not the kind of game you just play once, right? This is a game you play a lot. You don't just bust it out for one evening and never play it again.
Sounds like a lovely place.
Alright, we're looking for a thieves' hideout. Oh, look at us travel. Oh, so you have encounters along the way. Alright. You have only just wandered off the main road in search of your destination when the ground begins to shift beneath your feet. What was once solid now gives way, and you find yourself falling down a dark pit. You stand up with alertness and look around, trying to get your bearings. You have fallen into a man-made cavern. This could be a trap or just some log. Okay. Use weights and ropes to climb out or explore the area. This reminds me of a lot of games. Slay the Spire, of course. Let's just explore the area. Lighting a torch, you see a number of passages leading you out of the stone room. Unfazed, you head down one of them and begin exploring the network of chambers. In one, you find a pedestal, and sitting atop that, a small metal sphere. So this could turn out good or bad, right? It's all about risk and reward. But only the other marvelous thing you find is an exit. Okay, each character starts the next scenario suffering 1 damage. Huh. I mean, these are the decisions you have to make. Be like, it could be something good, it could be something bad, and you gotta decide, like, you know, are you gonna go for it? Early on, you should always gamble. The hill is easy enough to find. A short journey past the new market gate, and you see it.
Moving
All right.
closer, you see the mound is formed from a black earth. Its small, overgrown entrance presents a worn set of stone stairs leading down into the darkness. As you descend, you gratefully notice light emanating from below.
A lot more story than I would have expected here.
Unfortunately, the light is accompanied by the unmistakable stench of death. You contemplate what kind of thieves would make their camp in such a horrid place as you reach the bottom of the steps. Here, you find your answer. A rough group of cutthroats who don't seem to have taken very kindly to your sudden appearance. One in the back matches the description.
So one of these guys is the guy that we are trying to get. Objective: cause a trap to be sprung or disarmed on your turn. Return. Right. I'm still getting tutorials, notice, in the campaign, so it's not something that's just exclusive to the tutorial section and then that's it. I'm still getting the tutorials as I go here. Before entering a dungeon, each mercenary must choose one out of 2 battle goals. Battle goal is a secret objective the mercenary tries to complete inside the dungeon. Failing it has no drawback, but successfully completing it, a scenario will earn the character reward. Okay. So let's go for the rewards the same, 1 perk point. Cause a trap to be sprung end each of your turns adjacent to any of your allies. I'll do that one because it's probably the easiest for me to understand right now. Okay. And then how do I go? Oh, I gotta pick a goal for my for Drew. Apply any negative condition to a monster. Loot 5 or more gold piles during the scenario. Oh, these are bigger scenarios than I thought. Alright, select the battle goal for each mercenary before entering. I did that. Alright, I'm ready to go. Select the battle goal for each one. Okay. I don't know what you want me to do. Oh, enter dungeon. Okay. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Maybe I unselected something. Alright, we'll get a little look into what this is. It sounds like this scenario is going to be somewhat significant. We'll see where we go. I'm curious to know if there's a lot of room traversal.
Take care of these unfortunates.
Okay, so we're in a room. We're both here next to each other. I have to stay next to my friends. Oh, and all 3 enemies are here. Okay.
Retreats down a hallway and through a door to his left.
Take care of these unfortunates. It's like, kill the spare. Backing out of the room. You can vaguely make out his silhouette as he retreats down a hallway and through the door.
Well, it's not every day we get people stupid enough to hand deliver jokes.
Alright, so I'm going to go a little bit quicker through this dialogue here. I don't think it's important for the game first look. Okay, so I have a lot more cards. And I can switch between John and Drew. Use to select ability cards for each mercenary. Or choose to rest. Okay, so, wow, that's a lot there. I'm going to go with attack 3 seems nice. Well, attack 3 with poison is even better. And it's got a big move there. I don't know if I'll use. Attack 3, add to attack and gain 1 shebang when the target is adjacent to any of your allies. Okay. So we're going to pick those. And then for Drew, we'll just go attack range. I need something with some move because I really don't know what I'm doing yet. This one seems flexible. And we're enter selection. Now, initiative-wise, it looks like I go for my first 2 turns. Kill all enemies in all rooms. Okay. So I am going to move 3. That would then let me attack 3. Move 3, push 2, target 1 adjacent enemy. But if I pick that, oh, then I'll get attack 6. Alright, so I'm going to do this one. I'm not sure what the push is. But if I come here, that seems pretty flexible. confirm the movement. I move over. Now I should be able to just... Oh, I can push. What happens if I push this guy? So I can push him. I'll keep him close to me. Skip push. No, but I want to push. I think I had to pick both. Yeah, I had to push her. Okay, so now I have to do an attack, which is fine. That'll kill this guy. Confirm my targets. Left some gold. End Hatchet's turn. Good job, John. Or that was Drew, actually. Alright, now what am I going to do here? I want to stay close, and then I want to attack. So I'd like to move 5 works, and then I'd attack for 3. Hang on, I want to see here. So that guy's got 5 health. That guy's got 9 health. How do I get back to the cards? Chain armor. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, gosh. No. Alright. My best attack... Yeah, when the target is adjacent to any of your allies, but that is not going to be true. On your next 4 attacks, targeting enemies adjacent to your allies. So... Well, we'll just do the poison one. So first we have to move. No, we have to move first. So we just have to do this one. We're going to stay adjacent. And we'll get to kill. Alright. Yeah, we can skip movement. Okay, now I'm going to attack 3. The target is adjacent to allies, so that's not going to happen, but we can still do some damage. No. You can also fast forward the animation. Interesting. I'm not sure what this chain armor thing is. Why is it letting me do that? Not sure. Alright, I'm going to end my turn. Let's see what damage they do to me. This will give us an idea of how easy mode is. Whoa, that took a lot of damage. I mean, I have a million cards, but I imagine if this were a bigger dungeon, I wouldn't want to, like, burn my cards. So I'm going to just burn this one. Oops. You have to press B to burn, and then you have to select it with A. A little tricky. Okay, so I avoided damage there. Now I took more damage. I'm just going to take that damage. Oh, is it time for me to pick cards? Okay. Oh, I see. Well, I would have expected more. Okay. I'm going to use this one when the target is adjacent to any of your allies. I think I can use that for some good. And then if I did that attack, I would then use this attack. But none of them are moving, but I think that's fine. Okay. And then for Drewski, I'm going to make sure he's got to be able to move a little bit, I think. Move 1. That doesn't seem really helpful. Alright, there's a move 3 on the bottom. So what's something good on the top? Attack 3. Is that attack 2 squares? I'm not sure. I'm curious what that is, so I'm gonna pick that one. Alright, and selection. Okay. It shows me what they picked. So they only pick 1 actions. So the elite guard is moving 3, attack 2. Okay, those are their 2 selections. Move 3, attack 2, I guess. Maybe it's just a little different for them. All right. When the target is adjacent to your allies. So I think I would rather... How do I choose the other? Oh, I have to go first. Okay, right. I can't pick. Well, fiddlesticks. All right, I'm just gonna attack and honestly, if I attack this guy, I won't kill him. I'm just gonna kill. When in doubt, just kill enemies so that it's one less attack or action that happens against me. Okay, and now I can attack again, so I'm going to attack here. Makes sense, I didn't pick a move card. Alright. I'm going to end the scoundrel's turn. Okay, now with Drew, I will need to move. If I use the bottom, then I can only heal. If I move, I can attack. Okay, this one's perfect. I'm going to just move right next to... Definitely got to get used to the... You don't want to be reading the bottom of the screen. You just want to kind of know. And now... So what is this one? Is this like attacking 2 square? It looks like it, right? And you can skip the attack. Certainly don't want to do that. Let's see if it like swings twice. Alright, it's just hitting, I think, maybe 2 squares. Well, he took damage. Alright, I can end my turn. Now he's only going to make 1 move against me. I'll just take that damage. It didn't offer for me not to. Okay. Now we're just looking to attack. This one has a range one too. But I'm going first, so I'm just going to go for the biggest attack I can find, which I believe is this one. And then, do we have a heal? That attack's on the top. I can move away. There's nothing really good on the bottom. I don't love my cards. Oh, but I can... Okay, I can poison, so I'll just use this one. And then for Drewski, I'll just go for biggest attack, which looks like it's probably... Oh, let's see this one. And then we're looking for something on the bottom. The bottoms definitely tend to be more move. I don't know. I'll just pick this one. So he's got move 2, attack 3. I still don't know if that's 2 different things or an option or what. But we're all just attacking each other. We're all just having fun here. Okay. Confirm target 1 of 2. Alright. And now we have to move or we can poison. Well, I'm gonna poison, right? I'm going to skip the movement. Oh, so I can move 3. Let me skip movement. Oh, and now I poison. Okay, so you do both. Let's poison this dude. Do they lose their energy right away? No. Okay. I'm going to end my turn. Okay, I'm definitely going to burn. And I'm going to burn... we'll just burn this card. Okay, so I didn't take damage. Now it's Hatchet's turn. That's Drew. Range is 4. An ability accompanied by range means the target must be within 4 hexes. Any ability with specified range. Okay, so it's not like I can attack for 4. So I'm going to attack for 3, but then that is all I can do. Double the value of your next attack this round. So if I do that one, this one is attacking for 2. So let's see, if I click this one, confirm action. Now if I attack, does that attack for 4? Why does it say attack 6? Wow. Why was that 6? Because the attack says 2. Oh, if the target has your favorite, return it to... Okay, I don't know why that attacked for more. But there you go. Round 4. So, look, you can see there's more to move in here. It's not just this room. I am going to... short rest. Okay. Sure, you can burn that one. I don't know my cards now. So I got my cards again. Let's get the biggest move card we can do. There we go, that works. And then let's use this attack card. And now Drewski. Look at this. Move 2, all adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage. Move 1, all adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage. I don't know. Let's pick that one because that's interesting. And then that one on the top is the attack. Okay. I'm a basic guy. I like to attack. I like to do the basic things. Some of these, especially early on in a game that you haven't played before, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so Drewski has the initiative because he has the lower number up there. Was that done? Oh, that's done based on the cards you pick. So that changes every turn. Okay. All right. I'm going to do this one, though, and we're going to move into the next room. We're going to open the door first. All right, so there's more enemies in here. Now, you can see on the right side where it says Black Barrow, kill all enemies in all rooms. We've killed 3 enemies, and we filled up like almost a third of the meter. So there's a lot of enemies here. I'm going to stop this first look here because obviously these battles are going to take quite a while, but I think we have a taste for what this game is. I don't think there's a reason to go further. My thoughts on this are, I mean, look, it's a robust game. There's a lot going on, but honestly, you've seen, like, I've never played this board game. My experience in Baldur's Gate 3 is all that prepares me for this kind of thing. It's a card-based, system and everything, but it is fairly intuitive enough. There's definitely some things, like you can see this card I'm looking at right now is there's a lot going on, but you've seen that I'm able to sort of figure things out on this first try, and that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, like, these games are a little more complicated, and there's going to be lots to learn, but that's part of the fun. You start to figure out all your powers and things you can do. This one has a range of 3, for example. So if I do it, you can see I know I can attack for 1 from up to a range of 3. I don't know what muddle is, but I can probably figure it out strong enough. Hold it down. It says confirm targets 1 of 3. End Hatchet's turn. But it's intuitive enough that you can start to figure things out. Now, this is also the kind of game I usually will restart so that I can pick up some new things in the tutorial. And like you saw, I played the first room thinking there was only 3 enemies there. I didn't realize there was another room with 3 more enemies. So in terms of like deciding if you should take damage or not, that damage doesn't, your HP doesn't reset between rooms. So burning your card to avoid taking damage seems valuable, but you will have to short rest to get your cards back. So it's all part of like the strategy. But yeah, like, my character, Scoundrel, is a little low on health because of the decisions I made. So, like here, I would burn an available card. I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to burn it. And then you can see when Scoundrel ultimately gets their turn, I'll just take that damage for now because I just want to show. Then I would do a long rest. So here, like I'm low on health. Oh, I'd have to pick before when I pick the cards, I would say long rest. But yeah, doing a long rest is strategically the way for me to go on that one. This one says add to attack and gain bang when the target is adjacent to any of your allies, which is not true right here. Let's see, I'm going to move. I'm going to come here. I'm going to confirm the movement. It's getting a little more in my muscle memory that you have to tap to select, and then skip movement means you're kind of like done. That lets you kind of weave around things. You break it up into pieces. So I moved 3, and then I can move 2 more. And now I'm going to attack, and I'm going to pick my attack, and then I'm going to hold A to confirm the whole move. And then good to go. So overall, I have to say I like it. I think it can be very interesting. I think it can be very deep. It's definitely like a pick up, do a quest or whatever, finish it up, and then I would probably put it down. I don't know how many like of these in a row I can do. They take time, but of course the more you play, the more you'll just get used to it and probably fly through these dungeons. I've spent a lot of time not even knowing what I'm doing, and in card games too, it's handy when you know the cards. Like if I know what a flanking strike is, I don't really have to read through everything, but every card is new to me, and you know, but if I know I love Venom Shivs, I see it, I know exactly what it does, perfect. So pretty cool. This was a great opportunity to play Gloomhaven. I thought it was really cool looking when we saw it in the direct, and yeah, this is a game I'll probably explore more as I'm becoming a D&D master lately. So I hope everyone got something out of this. Make your decision if this is a game for you. Until then, John Blanco, Dad's After Dark Show. We have shows every week. Good night, Dads.